Hi guys, Luke here from Luketechreviews. So Nomad have kindly sent me out their Base 1 Max for review, which if you've not seen yet is a made for MagSafe charger for your iPhone and your Apple Watch. But my question for you today is, at $150, is the Base 1 Max worth the asking price? Let's jump in and find out. Okay, so I thought we could start with the design. As soon as you take this charger out of the box, wow, it is super heavy. The Base 1 Max weighs in at about £2 or 900 grams and is carved from one huge chunk of metal. To put that into perspective, that is actually roughly the same weight as my iPad Pro 12.9 and my iPhone 14 Pro Max, which is crazy. That weight, however, I do feel for me is a positive, and the reason is when I put my phone and my watch on charge each night and then take it off, it doesn't move, it stays solidly firm to the desk. And the weight also makes it feel premium, a bit like how the iPhone 14 Pro Max feels premium because of the weight of the phone. But I do have one huge problem with the design, so hold on and we'll get to that later. Okay, so looking at the material, there's a smooth soft touch finish where the watch charger sits, and then a raised glossy material where the phone puck sits for your iPhone. The puck for the watch is situated in the upright position and the phone MagSafe puck is in the flat lying down position. With the phone being in a flat position, I think the Base 1 Max is more suited to being used as a nightstand charger. So you pop your phone and your watch on overnight and just let it charge and grab it off in the morning and go. The reason I say that is because the light isn't shining on your face when you look up to check what the time is. Personally though, I do like to have my phone raised and sitting up on charge, and the reason for that is now that the iPhone has an always on display, I can just open my eyes and instantly see what time it is. Looking at the bottom of the charger, there's a rubber type material. In each corner you see a small raised bump so that the charger sits evenly on your table. On the back you'll see there's a slot for one USB-C cable, and that is the only thing required to power the whole charger, which is fantastic. It's a clean one cable setup. Okay, so let's look at those charging speeds. Nomad recommends using is a 30-watt power charging to get everything powered correctly. However, there is one problem there, and that is that the power brick is not included in the box. All that's in the box is this USB-C cable, which is a big shame considering the asking price. You can purchase a 30-watt USB-C charger from Nomad themselves for $30, or you can go on Amazon and grab a third-party one. But personally, I've been using my 20-watt charging brick which came with my iPad Pro, and that's powered everything absolutely fine. As far as charging speeds go, Base 1 Max will charge your iPhone up to 15 watts and your Apple Watch up to 5 watts. But please remember those speeds quoted are with the 30-watt power brick, which as I said is not included in the box. For me, the slower speeds are fine with a 20-watt power brick, as I use it to charge overnight anyway. Android users will get 7.5 watts of power out of the charger. Looking at how long it takes to charge the device from 0 to 100, so it took my iPhone 14 Pro Max roughly around 2 hours to get from 0 to 100, and my Apple Watch Series 7 was about the same, coming in just over 2 hours. Looking at the box, you'll see this is a made for MagSafe charger, which is a big bonus to have included, as it means you will get optimized charging, so your phone will charge up to 80% and then it will trickle charge the last 20% to ensure the battery health of your phone is maintained as long as possible. And you'll also get the official MagSafe logo when you pop it on charge, as you can see here. And it also supports any Qi wireless charging device, whether that be your AirPods, Galaxy Buds, or anything else that uses Qi wireless charging. As for looking at the Apple Watches, Nomad's website states that the Base 1 Max only supports Apple Watch Series 4 and onwards. However, my wife does actually own a Series 3 Apple Watch, believe it or not, and when I popped it on it did work and it charged it just fine. So even though the website says 4, if you do have an Apple Watch Series 3, this will charge just fine. Okay, so at the beginning of the review I mentioned I did have one big problem with the design of the charger. It's the third charging spot for something like your AirPods or your wireless headphones, so that you can charge all three devices at the same time. Looking at where the watch book is actually situated, they can easily move that forward slightly and just add a space in the back so you can charge your headphones. Okay, so let's put all those points into a summary so I can answer the question I asked at the beginning. Let's look at the positives. The charger feels premium due to the weight and the materials used. It sits nicely on your bedside table and offers a tidy one cable solution. Being a made for MagSafe accessory means it will optimise your charging and give you your MagSafe animation when you pull it on charge. And now moving on to things which are slightly more negative or require improvement. As Nomad's website states, you need a 30-watt power brick to efficiently charge everything when plugged in, and it's not included in the box. So if you factor in, you need to spend another $30 on top of the $150 you've already spent. Also, I just wish you could move the MagSafe plug for the phone up and down so you could have different positions for your phone when charging. And the last point is I wish we had the third slot so I could charge my headphones, my watch and my phone all at the same time. So I'm now ready to answer that question I asked at the beginning of the review. Is the Base 1 Max worth the asking price? On this occasion, I'm going to have to say I'm not so sure. The asking price of $150 and the $30 on top, if you don't own a 30-watt charging brick already, is unfortunately too steep for a lot of people, especially when you consider the competition. You can get similar chargers for the likes of Belkin, which come in cheaper and include a charging brick in the box. However, this is not to say the Base 1 Max is not a good charger, because in fact it is. I personally really like it and I think it's fantastic, and there's a reason it's still on my bedside table today. I love the premium design and the simple one cable setup, but for most people the lack of the charging brick, the price and the lack of the third charging spot are three big deal breakers which might push them to look for cheaper alternatives. But that is my personal opinion. Please let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Would you spend $150 on this charger? Let me know. Whilst you're there, please hit subscribe so you can see my upcoming reviews for Nomad's modern leather case, which is sent for my iPhone 14 Pro Max, alongside the sports case which they also sent to. As for today, I'm Luke from Luketechreviews. See you next time.